everyone, it's Hannah. Today is the 29th of July and I look like I'm balding. I apologise. I am dyeing up August's Chai Latte mini skeins. I'm going away on Friday the 1st until Thursday the 7th, and then going away again on this Sunday, I think, Sunday to the Wednesday after that. So I need to get these dyed today because, yeah, it's a tight turnaround when we get back, and I need to make sure that those skeins are dry, and so I can twist them and bag them up in the in-between time when I'm home. So I'm dyeing them up today. Today's a very busy day. I had the pickle this morning. That's fine. That's lovely. Standard Tuesday. And then I recorded 3 videos yesterday and edited 1 yesterday. So I needed to edit 3 more today and record 1 more. So I'm covered while I'm away. And yeah, I've managed to edit 2 videos today. I've put this yarn on to soak off as soon as they left, because they went to Mario's mum's. As soon as they left, I put this yarn on to soak. I packed up a couple of orders. They've gone to the post office now. I've taken them there. Some bloke knocked on the door and tried to sell me something, and I was like, I don't actually have time for this. I need to start lying and just, well, actually no, I just need to say I'm not interested, but I felt like I couldn't just like cut him off. But I did eventually say I'm not interested, but I feel like I wasted all of our time. But yeah, I've edited 2 videos. They're scheduled, ready to go. I've written out podcast notes. I have 1 more video to edit. I've got 1 video to record. So I'm putting this yarn on. It is 2:45. It's a little tight on time because I'm going out to my dance fitness class, which is my one thing that I do. And so yeah. So yes. I have already picked the images that I'm going to be using. We have this one. Oh, the theme we're going with for August is cocktails. Someone suggested it a few months ago and I was like, that's a good idea. I'm keeping that one in my back pocket. So we're going cocktails, fun. So we're going this one. Galaxy cocktail. Don't know what's in it, but it's fun colours. We're going tequila sunrise, because of course. And then I have chosen Blue Lagoon, just because I really liked the blue colour and I wanted a bit of vibrancy. But a lot of people were sharing like normal looking cocktails, and I just wanted a bit of, I wanted like of colour, a little hit of colour, so that's what we're going with. I'm annoyed because ideally for this Galaxy one I want to use extreme blue, but I don't have any because I haven't ordered any more and I've used it on Advent yarn. So we're going to work with what we have. I don't have time to order more. I also don't have any ultramarine from Colourcraft, so I'm going to have to find another blue and I'll make it work. I'll make it work. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a fun time. Right, I'm going to lay all this out. I have Advent yarn just here, so angles are awkward. The oven is on, so I'm not going to drop yarn on the floor. And yes, let's get going. I had so much fun dyeing up these colourways. July's yarn was very much more muted and neutral in comparison to, I was thinking about it actually, we had, oh no, that was the ice cream yarn. I was going to say I've had a few neutral months. Well, they felt neutral. I had the beach in June, I had ice cream in July. I didn't go crazy with the colours then, after, you know, Donkey Rides was a bit more jazzy, but they were very much more on the neutral in comparison to what I usually dye. My usual colours involve quite a lot of neons. I enjoy dyeing those. I have a lot of fun dyeing those colourful colours. Some people would say they're not wearable. I would say that they're wrong. But this, it was very much going back to what I really enjoy doing. And so we're starting out with the Galaxy cocktail. Now, this is a very different technique to dyeing to what I usually do or what I have done previously. I am speckling the dye onto wet yarn. The yarn is wet, it has been soaking. You could see me taking it out of a bucket of water, but usually I mix the acid dye powder in with water before I pour it over, and that's how I usually dye yarn. But I discovered a new technique, new to me. This is an old technique, loads of people do this all the time, but I've not really done this that much. But I discovered it whilst I was dyeing up Advent yarn, and it's so much fun. Don't get me wrong, it uses significantly more dye than how I usually do it, because you're speckling powder dye onto wet yarn which has citric acid on. That is essentially what I've did here. So we've got the blue, we've got purple, pink, yellow. We're flipping the yarn. I'm pretty sure I did end up using extreme blue, and I had just enough, which was good. I've since bought more extreme blue. Do not worry. I know you were concerned. You're not really concerned, I know. But I just took light inspiration from the cocktail pictures. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm not trying to recreate the exact colours of the cocktail in yarn form, but it felt really fun to do this kind of very vibrant, quite rich colour, because something I have struggled with in the whole time I've been dyeing yarn is achieving those really deep colours that other yarn dyes seem to be able to achieve. And I think I've discovered the secret is use more dye. I think that's honestly that's just it. And I've just, apparently, no matter how much dye I put in, it doesn't seem to be enough ever. So applying the dye in this technique means that I do get quite a rich colour at the end of it, which is really exciting, and I really love it and really enjoy it. But you speckle the powder on dry. I've got citric acid on there already. That's what you saw me sprinkle on in the very, very first clip when I've been laying out the trays. And then I just go in with, I think I had about 1 litre of water, and I just carefully pour it over the colours and then smush it all in, trying to blend the colours but not merge them too much. I don't want to get like, I don't know, you don't want to get too much in the yellow, essentially. So in between, I do wipe off my hands, and I started with the yellow this time just to make sure I'm not getting like blue in it. Apparently, I did not do that consistently, so maybe ignore me. I thought I had method to the madness, but apparently there is no method, and it's just madness. Landscape dyes are some of the dyes that I've used in this. I believe the purple is landscape dyes, and they already have citric acid in. I do find this technique doesn't work as well as some of the other dyes, like the Dharma dye that I use, or the Colourcraft dye that I use. That's not mixed with citric acid already, so I find that this technique works better with those than with the landscape dyes, but that's fine, we're learning. I did add a bit more citric acid on just because these are quite deep, rich, intense colours, and yeah, that was the Galaxy cocktail. I'd never seen a Galaxy cocktail before. I don't know what it consists of. I believe the blue might be like blue pea flower or something, and if you add an acid to that, it turns purple, which is really, really fun. Does it turn purple? Does it turn blue? I can't remember which way around it happens. We are on to Blue Lagoon. This was the one that I wanted to do. I'm pretty sure that the picture I chose is something called a Blue Hawaiian though, and I don't know what that is. So I used it for Blue Lagoon, and I'm absolutely fine with it. We're doing the same technique that we did when I dyed the Donkey Rides colourway throwback back in June, where I've mixed the dye with water this time, and I'm dyeing 3 lines, and then I'm drawing 3 lines, kind of pouring 3 lines, and then flipping. That way I still get a bit of white showing, but not too much. And that means that the speckles that I do later will pop, and it won't just turn sort of green. Now, some of them do turn a bit green. That's natural. I've got turquoise dye. It's going to go green. Fun fact about turquoise dye, it goes everywhere. Even if I don't use turquoise dye, I will find it on me somewhere. It's kind of like when you bake with chocolate, you will get covered in chocolate, no matter how organised you are. Maybe this is just me, but whenever I make anything with melted chocolate, I get absolutely covered in it, and I don't understand. Turquoise and pink are both the same. I somehow get covered in turquoise and pink, even if I'm not using turquoise and pink. I don't understand it. I took a bit of artistic license with this one, and I've gone in with a bit of pink for this. even though it's like a cherry, so it should be red, but I just thought a pink fitted a bit better than a red. Artistic license, it's allowed, it's allowed. Obviously, with it mixing with the blue, it will go a little bit purple, but ultimately, I think this is a really beautiful, it's come out a really beautiful colourway. If you are unaware, I can't remember if I've said at the beginning, I'm pretty sure I didn't. These chai latte mini skeins are one-of-a-kind colourways. I do not write the recipe down. So what you see is what you get. I can't recreate these. I mean, I probably could. I fully can see what dye I've used. I don't know the proportions for the turquoisey colour, but I know exactly the dyes that I use, so I could recreate it if I wanted to. That's also the perk of these videos, very helpful. But yeah, I've gone in with a bit of, I believe this is Jacquard Aztec Gold. See, really the only Jacquard colour that I use. It's a really beautiful gold colour. I bought a massive tub of it, and it's completely different colourway to the small tubs, which is annoying because it means I no longer know how to recreate my perfect pie crust colourway, which is such a niche thing, but it speckles beautifully when you've mixed it with a bit of citric acid. I've taken, once again, artistic license creativity with Tequila Sunrise. I didn't want to do another fade like I did with the Galaxy one. I went with, I believe that is saffron or persimmon, I can't remember the first colour, and I was like, this is not deep enough, so I've now gone in with fluorescent orange, just because it's nice. I just wanted to make the orange pop a bit more, and you'll see in a minute when I flip the yarn I skip the first orange zigzag because it wasn't really doing anything, so I just decided to skip it, but it's there, and then we put a bit of yellow in to for the orange juice, I suppose. I've only had a very small number. I think I've maybe had one Tequila Sunrise in my life. I was going to say a small number because I thought it was a couple, but I actually think it might just be one, which is shocking because I do love a bit of tequila. My 21st birthday did not end successfully because we went to a tequila bar, and they were doing these, it's called 400 Rabbits. I don't even know if it still exists in Nottingham, and they did these amazing tequila shots. My 21st birthday was now 14 years ago. Was it my 21st? No, it wasn't. It was my 20... It was after we got back from Germany. So that must have been my 28th birthday? 27th birthday? Well, I was too old to be drinking like I was. They did these amazing tequila shots, which you followed up by some kind of green mixture that had like mint and coriander in. They were absolutely delicious. The problem with it is that it's just a shot though. So I ended up having quite a few of them. And let me tell you, I was very hungover the next day. Mary and I went to a food festival and I was very hungover. It was not the time to go to a food festival. We did not stay as long as we should have done, and then we came back and I had a nap, and then I woke up and I felt like a new woman. That was one of the first few hangovers that I'd ever had. I was very fortunate in that I didn't get too hungover. I now probably, I don't know, I don't really drink anymore. Since having the pickle and since being pregnant and having the pickle, I have drunk once at a wedding and that's it. Oh, that's not true. Mary and I went out for a meal and I had a spicy martini. That was also delicious. But yeah, I don't know. Ever since getting pregnant and having the pickle, I'm just like, not really worth it, is it? I guess, I don't know. I didn't really drink often before, but now I just drink never. I'd like have a cider if I went to the pub, or I would have a glass of wine, or it's only if I went out. But now it's not. I don't feel the need. I don't see the point. But yeah, that was a very messy night on tequila shots, but they were delicious. I very much enjoyed them. They were a good time. Here is a shot of all of the yarn in my grubby oven. I'm going to be doing a deep clean of the dye shed when advents are shipped and done. Unless I launch a collection, in which case I will not, because I will launch a collection. I have some ideas milling around for a collection. I chatted about them in a Patreon video very recently. I keep having like different conflicting ideas. I really wanted to do a really autumnal collection because I love autumny colours, but I fear by the time I actually release the collection, autumn will kind of be beyond and people will be getting excited for Christmas, and people associate Christmas with winter, and therefore it will be done. But I'm considering having I've got a different idea. I just need to flesh it out a little bit and then do some experimental dyeing. But as of right now, my life is what you just saw, twisting mini skeins. In a little bit, you will see me, spoilers, have a small freak out about Advents. If you watched the last video I posted about my cardigan, like a little knitting vlog of me knitting my cardigan, I talked about having a small freak out there. This was the freak out that I was having. This is why I had the freak out. I was panicking about Advents quite a lot, but it's okay. It's fine. Mario had a week off. He shut the bakery for a week, and I managed to get so much yarn dyeing done, and it was fine. And now all I have to do is twist yarn, which is incredibly boring, and I'm so behind on it, but I just need to sit and do it, which is what I'll be doing once I've finished editing this video. I'll go downstairs, put Gilmore Girls on, and twist some yarn. I'm warm, so apologies for the glow. Miso's keeping me company. Bless her. So, all of the mini skeins have been twisted up. I've just printed off the labels for the bags. I always print these ones, Chai Latte Minis, and then I've got the names, Galaxy Cocktail, Blue Lagoon, and Tequila Sunrise. Delightful. I send this postcard with every order. It says thank you, and it's got a little chai latte on it. Delightful. Not stupidly at all, I've ordered some. They're not going to get here till Tuesday, which is really annoying because I need to ship these on Monday. It's just one of life's frustrations. And I know you're telling me you should have ordered it sooner, but I went away. I know this isn't your fault. This is no one's problem. But I went away for the whole of the first week of August. Came back on the Thursday. Friday, caught up on washing, filmed a couple of videos, edited said videos, got them uploaded and scheduled and ready to go. Packed because then 10:30 Saturday morning we went down south. Came back Wednesday. I then looked after the pickle Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I ordered them on Wednesday. No, I ordered them on Thursday, sorry. And so, yeah, they won't be coming till Tuesday. Annoying. It's just one of those months. Life has just got away from me a little bit, so I won't be able to send the postcards with them this month, but they'll be here for next month. So that's good. Anyway, I'm going to bag these up, I think. I'll see how long I can last up here. If I have to come back up this evening, that is fine. But I'm going to at least make a start. But it is very warm up here now, as I knew it would be. I'm pretty sure I'm coming down with the pickles cold. My voice feels like it sounds a bit coldy. But yes, these are the mini skeins. I think they're absolutely beautiful this month. I love them. That rich sort of fadey colour twist is twisted up beautifully. And then we got the turquoise of the Blue Lagoon. We got the orange. Love a bit of turquoise and orange together. I think it goes very nicely. And yeah, I'm chuffed with these colourways. I have had feedback for September's colourways because they shipped last week. And I was told that they are some of their favourite colourways. So I'm excited to share them with you. Miso wanted to get in on the action whilst I was packaging minis, which is very cute and very nice. But at the same time, I was quite warm. And having a warm cat on me, less than ideal. But I can tell that the weather has got significantly colder now because the bubs are so snuggly. They're on our bed every night now. I woke up last night and found Miso between Mario and I, just like the warmest spot, having a lovely time. On top of the duvet, luckily. She loves getting under the duvet, and I always panic that I'm going to squish her. But if she's on top of the duvet, for some reason I panic a bit less. I don't know. But yeah, I'm so thrilled with these colourways. I think they're so pretty. I haven't seen what they've knit up like yet. But I'm excited to see how they turn out because I'm really proud of them. I love dyeing sort of these fun, colourful colours. And it stresses me out because I see other dyers coming out with collections and they're much more neutral and solid and they seem to be popular. And I'm worried that maybe my fun, variegated colourways are coming out of fashion a bit more and people are liking wearable colours a bit more, and that just makes me sad. I'm just printing out postage, as you can hear, and in very exciting news, the postcards arrived, which is great. So I can send postcards in with them. This printer, I feel like, has got louder. But yes, that is very exciting because I was annoyed that I hadn't ordered them earlier, but they came this morning, so that all worked out in my favour. Right, just gonna let the rest of these print. I'm gonna have to switch to a new batch of labels at some point because these ones are almost completely out. Hello, my hair is dried fully now, so it's just gone full puff ball. Welcome to my life. I need to find a clip. I need to buy a new hair tie. Everything is happening. I just had to take a small hiatus. Mario got a haircut, so I had to look after the pickle. And yes, by the time you're watching this, she would have started nursery. She's starting very soon. I'm looking forward to having more time to work uninterrupted and like good chunks of time where I'm not like feeling guilty that I'm not with my child. Like that is something that I do struggle with. Yeah, it's, I don't know, mum guilt, it's a thing, isn't it? Anyway, I'm looking forward to having that. I am nervous about her starting nursery though, because she feels really young. And she's not, she's 40, she'll be 14 months by the time she starts. So she's not really young. It's not like she's going at, I don't know, 6 weeks, because I know that's what some people have to do. And I don't know. It's partly that because when we left her with mum and dad, when Mario and I went to this, not to the cinema, went to the theatre, had a lovely time. She cried when we left. She settled down literally minutes later, but she cried when we left. And it's just making me think that she's going to cry when I drop her off and she's not going to understand. So that's going to be really difficult. Anyway, it will be fine. It will be good. I'm not quite halfway through. I'm still going. I had a bit of a mare when printing out all the shipping labels. I don't know, they just weren't coming through straight, and then it was causing like the label to peel up a little bit, which would then stick to the label printer, and it took me like 3 attempts to get it, but it's fine, we got there. I only had to reprint one like complete order, so that's the address label, the packing slip and the customs label, so not actually that bad. It could have been significantly worse, so that's fine. I have been very much enjoying watching crochet YouTubers at the moment. The ones that make the little plushies, adorable. I love that. I'm obviously also watching Passionate Kelsey. I feel like a lot of people watch Passionate Kelsey. Very chill, very calm. I've also been watching Dana of Blondie Knots. Lovely. I just watched her flip a crochet granny square blanket that she bought from a thrift shop, and that was a cool video. It has made me think about the granny square blanket that I have on the go that I kind of need to get back out and work on a bit more and potentially finish. I don't know. I need to get it out. I need to see how far through it I am. I had a bunch of mini skeins and a bunch of leftovers that could go into it. So I just need to maybe break it out and do it and see. Maybe I'll make a video about it, of me picking it back up again. Because yeah, I've got too many projects that are just like in process, and it's just, I don't want to frog it because it's a blanket that I've actually put quite a lot of time into, but I started during 2020, I think I started it, and then it's downstairs, it's in the conservatory. I know exactly where it is. I use it to photograph my stitch markers on quite a lot of the time. So I think I just need to get it out. I need to remind myself what size hook I used. I believe it's 3.5, and I'm using stock weight yarn for it. So yeah, I think I just need to get back to making some squares and like reminding myself how I did it. I know how to make a granny square, but I can't remember what technique I used. Like in the corners and stuff to go up a row, because there's a couple of different ones. So I need to get it back out and have a look. And yeah, but I'm gonna keep packaging. I have been joined by Kimchi. I married a good egg. Maria just came up. The pickle was very tired. She had a little like power nap when we hadn't intended her to have a power nap. Anyway, doesn't matter. Non-issue. Anyway, she's napping. Mario just came up and he pre-folded all the boxes and put the yarn in, which is very helpful. Meanwhile, I went on a small rant about how I feel like I don't have any time to get anything done. Business-wise. Yeah. I'm feeling the pressure of Advents. I'm feeling very behind on Advents. Hopefully by the time this is up, I'll feel much better about everything. But as of right now, as of the 18th of August, feeling very stressed and very behind. And the pickle's starting nursery soon. Very exciting. However, it's not as much time as I used to have still. It's only 3 days a week, which is a lot still, and they're long days. So it's more than I'm getting now. But yeah, I used to work 7 days a week. I used to work all the time, and now I do not work all the time, and I'm finding it very difficult to fit everything in. And also, I want to be knitting and crocheting things, which is what I've been spending the evenings doing, and unfortunately I can't really do that. So I need to be twisting up yarn in the evenings. That's what I need to start doing. So I might have to start doing that this evening, or just, yeah, go back to working in the evenings, because I've been very much enjoying having knitting and crocheting time and showing you progress on my projects. But if that has to take a hiatus whilst I catch up on Advents, then that is just what it's going to have to be. I'm not complaining. I really like that this is my job. I really like my work. I really like working. The problem is that I don't have enough time to do it at the moment. And I know that when the Pickle starts nursery and she's poorly all the time, it's me that's going to have to stop working and to look after her. So the difference between my business and Maria's business at the moment is he can take time off and his business keeps going because he's got 3 employees. I take time off and my business stops because I don't have anyone else. And I'm feeling the hit of having 2 weeks off in a big, big way. Big. It is 2 p.m. and I have just finished packing all of these minis, all by one. That's not true. I finished packing them all. Two bags. I feel like Bar Black Sheep. Yes sir, yes sir, 2 bags full. Right, I'm going to go put on something that isn't these shorts and take these to the post office and breathe a sigh of relief that I've got these done before I come back and continue to spiral about Advents, because I'm very much in the spiral zone. But you don't need to worry about that this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, feel free to subscribe. I post a new video here every single Friday. And if once a week isn't enough, feel free to join me over on Patreon. Biscuit Brew Crew, Chai Latte Crew, you both get an extra video every single week. So if you would like to hang out more, that is an option. I also have social media that I'm trying to be more present on. Hopefully I will be more present on there by the time this is posted. Links to all of that can be found in the description box below, along with anything else that I think you might need. I'm going to stop leaning on the desk to make the camera shake. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here and thank you for being amazing. I will see you all very soon in my next video. Please leave a cocktail emoji in the comments below if you've made it this far and have nothing else to say. And with all that being said, I will see you very soon in next week's video. Bye!